Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champions, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Start us off. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looks as if we didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Washington sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this. Really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Meyer. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Watson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. The 2nd down coming.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
It's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time.
Breaks into the open. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Washington sends out the punt team. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The give to the tailback. End of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
The Boilermakers get it past the sticks. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick, really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big. Find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive change.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They're working that left side. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Brings up 4th and goal. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Big guy smells it, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught over the middle. It's Green. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Myers. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. Brought down at the 38, it's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tuggle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ross. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense back. Create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the run. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Green. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That's caught. It's Harris. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Boilermakers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback can pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Washington sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it. Deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They boot it away. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. they'll keep it on the draw.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Watson. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Marshall.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
The Boilermakers will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Gets it out fast. He's not going to get... Stop short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 28 to Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The pitch to the left. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Inside the 25. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the returner will be brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Hold and fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got his man. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Caught near the sticks. It's Meyer. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season. But until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running to the left. Got a little space.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some...
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Caught. On the move at the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Trying to find the end zone, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They'll go to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some will say run out the clock. Some will say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.